just when you think you've seen everything in Hollywood, something comes along that makes you question everything you know about fame, power, and relationships in the entertainment industry. And this time, it's Demi Moore and Justin Combs, two names that should have nothing in common, yet here we are. Demi Moore, an A-list Hollywood legend, a woman who has been in the industry for decades, and someone with a reputation for dating much younger men. Justin Combs, the privileged son of Diddy, a man who was born into money, raised in luxury, and has been tied to some of the biggest socialites and influencers in the game. But how did these two end up being linked together? What's really going on behind the scenes? And why is 50 Cent, one of the most outspoken figures in hip-hop, warning people about this? There's more to this than meets the eye. And once you hear all the details, you'll understand why people are deeply disturbed by this connection. Because this isn't just some random Hollywood fling, it's something much darker. To understand why this story is so controversial, we need to take a closer look at Demi Moore's history. For decades, Demi has been at the center of Hollywood, not just for her career, but for her high-profile relationships. Let's rewind for a second. Demi's first major Hollywood relationship was with Bruce Willis, one of the biggest action stars of the 90s. They had 3 kids together, but eventually, their marriage ended in divorce. Then came Ashton Kutcher, a relationship that shocked everyone. Why? Because Ashton was just 25 years old when he started dating Demi, while she was 40 and It was one of the biggest age gaps in Hollywood at the time, and people couldn't believe what they were seeing. Despite the doubts, they got married, and for years, they were one of Hollywood's most talked about couples. But here's where it gets interesting. After Ashton and Demi split, her dating history took an even stranger turn. She was linked to younger men again and again, but none of them were this controversial. So why now? Why Justin Combs of all people? And more importantly, how did they even meet? Now let's talk about Justin Combs, because while some people might not know much about him, his connections to Hollywood's elite run deep. Justin isn't just any rich kid. He's the eldest son of Diddy, a man who built a billion-dollar empire in hip-hop, fashion, and business. Unlike other celebrity kids, Justin was raised in extreme luxury. He attended private schools, lived in multi-million-dollar mansions, and even landed a scholarship to UCLA for football, despite being Diddy's son and already having access to unlimited wealth. But what Justin is really known for? His party lifestyle. For years, he has been a regular in the Hollywood nightlife scene, always surrounded by the most beautiful women, biggest influencers, and powerful industry insiders. His dating history includes names like Lori Harvey, the stepdaughter of Steve Harvey, known for dating some of the biggest stars in Hollywood, Saweetie, the rap star who has been linked to multiple celebrities, Chantel Jeffries, model, influencer, and socialite known for dating high-profile men. But here's what's weird. Justin has never been linked to an older woman before. So why Demi? And what does this relationship really mean? Because this isn't just about dating. It's about power, control, and Hollywood's dark secrets. Here's something that most people don't realize about Hollywood. There are 2 types of celebrity parties. The ones that regular people hear about, glamorous red carpets, award show after parties, and industry events where the celebrities are photographed smiling for the cameras. And then, there are the real parties, the ones where the richest, most powerful people in the world gather behind closed doors. These parties are not for the public eye. At these events, A-list actors, billionaires, and music moguls mix freely with much younger stars, models, and influencers. Deals are made, favors are exchanged, and powerful connections are built. And guess what? Demi Moore and Justin Combs are both regulars in this world. Multiple sources claim that their first real connection happened at one of these underground parties, where the rules are, well, there are no rules. And once you enter that world, relationships stop being about love and start being about power, influence, and hidden agendas. Now this is where things get even crazier, because whenever 50 Cent speaks up about a Hollywood situation, he has inside information. 50 has been exposing Hollywood's biggest secrets for years. Remember when he called out Diddy for his industry dealings before the truth even hit the headlines? Yeah, 50 knows things. So when he dropped hints about this situation, suggesting that certain Hollywood relationships are not what they seem, people started paying attention. Was 50 Cent warning people about what was really going on between Demi and Justin? Does he know something deeper that the public isn't aware of yet? Because one thing is clear, Hollywood's elite do not want this conversation happening. Here's the real reason why this relationship is so disturbing. It's not just about the age gap. It's about power, manipulation, and Hollywood's hidden culture of control. For decades, we've heard countless stories about older men in Hollywood preying on younger, inexperienced women, using their influence, money, and power to shape careers, control narratives, and pull the strings behind closed doors. And the public outrage when these stories come to light? Rightfully massive. But here's a question nobody wants to ask. What happens when the roles are reversed? What happens when an older, powerful woman, one who's been in the game for decades, one who understands Hollywood's darkest secrets inside and out, is the one calling the shots? What happens when she's the one controlling a much younger man, influencing his connections, shaping his image, and pulling him deeper into a world where the lines between personal and professional start to blur? Because let's be real, Justin Combs wasn't struggling. He wasn't some unknown actor or starving musician looking for a career boost. He was already deep in the industry, raised by one of the most powerful moguls in music history. So why would someone like Demi Moore, a woman with access to anyone in Hollywood, choose to involve herself with Diddy's son of all people? That's the question nobody is asking, but everyone should be. Let's go even deeper. Hollywood has always operated on a twisted set of unspoken rules. Older men using younger women for power? That's an old story. Older women doing the same? That's a narrative Hollywood doesn't want you to focus on. And here's where things take a darker turn. Demi Moore isn't just an A-list actress. She's someone who has been deeply connected to Hollywood's inner circles for decades. She's been at the center of some of the biggest controversies, linked to some of the most powerful figures in entertainment, and has connections that go far beyond the movie industry. So what if this isn't about love or attraction at all? What if this is about Hollywood power plays, hidden alliances, and a bigger game that Justin Combs doesn't even realize he's a part of? And that's where things get really disturbing. Because history has proven that when young stars get too close to the Hollywood elite, when they get wrapped up in relationships and powerful circles they don't fully understand, it doesn't always end well. There's a reason so many young celebrities crash and burn after being pulled into the industry's darkest corners. There's a reason why some of them disappear from the public eye, spiral into scandals, or find themselves trapped in contracts, deals, and situations they never expected. And if history tells us anything, Justin Combs might not even realize what he's gotten himself into. This isn't just some random Hollywood gossip. This is one piece of a much bigger puzzle. Because every time we start connecting the dots, something strange happens. Stories disappear, people go silent, narratives get flipped overnight. We've seen it time and time again. Just look at what happened with Diddy himself. For years, people whispered about his real connections, his real influence, and the real reason why so many artists under his name either mysteriously vanished from the industry or ended up in tragic situations. And now, the truth is slowly unraveling. So what if Justin Combs' situation is just another chapter in the same Hollywood playbook? Think about it. The son of a powerful, controversial music mogul, suddenly linked to an older Hollywood veteran who has spent years connected to some of the industry's biggest power players. And now, 50 Cent is out here dropping cryptic messages, warning people to pay attention. Something isn't adding up. And if we've learned anything from Hollywood's past scandals, it's that when powerful people don't want a conversation happening, that's exactly when we should start asking more questions. So here's what you need to ask yourself. Is Demi Moore's relationship with Justin really just some random romance? Or is there something bigger at play? Something involving power, influence, and the hidden rules of Hollywood? And why is 50 Cent one of the few people who actually speaks the truth about the industry, warning people about what's happening? Because mark my words, this isn't the last we'll hear about this. If history has shown us anything, it's that these Hollywood scandals always have deeper layers, and when the truth finally comes out, it's going to shock everyone. But until then, stay tuned, because the next bombshell in this story, it's coming sooner than you think.